Oh, Beyonce, then we getting married. I brought my bitch to the beach because my beach is better. I love y'all. Oh no. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Girl, why you never ready? Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my little camera. I don't know why my stand like that. Somebody was sitting at my desk when I was gone. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, my loves. Okay, my loves. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello, sweetie. All right, let me put my iPad on so I can see how I can do this. All right, so we are going to do Virgo and Gemini bonus readings, y'all. This message is gonna be for Virgo and Gemini. But I am also doing mini readings. All right, we're gonna do $20 mini readings, y'all. And so I'm gonna pin the information down first, but I'm gonna first do the Virgo and Gemini because they won viewers' choice, y'all. They won. They have the most views on the channel. So give me a second, and we will get started. Hopefully you guys stick around. If not, I'll catch you guys another time. All right. So give me 1 second. Let me get my iPad on so that way we can start the reading. And I will be right back with you guys. Yeah, it's dead. It's definitely dead. So enjoy the picture of my little rose waters that I have going on there. Those aren't water. That's gonna be rose oil for this little popping ritual that we have going. Oh, so this take a, okay. I did not know my iPad took that. All right, give me 1 second, guys. morning, guys. I hope you guys are still here. Oh, beautiful. The ones that's supposed to be here is still here. I love jars. Can y'all tell? I love jars. It's my little love jar. I'm trying to keep it with me. Okay. All right, let's take this background off so we can concentrate. All right. I just had to put the green screen on while I was fixing the camera. All right. So, and y'all know I love for y'all to see the cards. So I don't care about nothing that's happening in that. Okay. I know I love for y'all to see the cards. And my good book up. Need a bookmark. Okay. All right, so that's actually a really good book to read. Like if you are a high priestess, that's a book that's written by the first high priestess of India. And it is a really good book. It's a different type of book, the way she talks, but I love it. And she recommended that I read it, and I'm reading it and learning a lot. It's good. I guess it was something that I needed to hear in there. Something I need to read, rather. All right, so let's get in here. Let's get our incense ready. And like I said, we're going to do, this is going to be a bonus reading for my Virgos and my Geminis, right? This is going to be a bonus reading for Virgo and Gemini. And it's also going to be a mini read, right? If you want to participate, you can pay $20 and you can have your you can get a mini reading. But first we are going to do Virgo and Gemini because they won the viewer's choice. Y'all, I did turn the air on, so let me get my blanket. Because I start getting chills once the spirit gets the spirited. Okay, so let's get the blanket. Let me not even play with myself. I'm sitting right here on under the event. So, all right, guys, let's tap into what spirit wants Virgo and Gemini to know. Should I do them separate or should I keep them together? Let me ask the Dowser Rise, should I do them separate or keep them together? So I'm going to ask Spirit. All right, dear Divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, and physically, spiritually, financially, and all that other good stuff. Not just me, but also the collective. Please balance our energy. Please block out anything that is trying to distract us. Any demonic energy that is trying to throw us off our path. Please block Satan in any which way he decides that he wants to show up. All right. Jama Kali, Jama Durga, bow to Sri Sadi E. May peace be with all of us. Thank you so much, Mother Mirror. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. All right. So what I get? I got 3 incense. Wow. These incense are significantly shorter than the other one, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay. These are, so what we're burning is we are burning heart chakra incense. That is jasmine, okay? I like jasmine right now. For some odd reason, I was feeling very deity-like. I'm not going to say which deity I was getting ready to say, but I'm not going to say it. But I was feeling a deity energy. And so I'm going to call in that energy. All right? Has nothing to do with y'all. Has nothing to do with y'all. Not on that part. I mean, it might. Let's see if she show up. But And then also, we are burning the Nakchopa. Okay? That's just like calming, it's cleansing. It reminds me of Palo Santos. All right. It definitely gives me like Sri Sai energy, divine mother energy, divine father energy. Like, I don't know. Definitely Sri Sai though. So we are going to burn those. So we're going to see what the energy is still talking about when it comes to Virgo and Gemini, because obviously, you know, Spirit really called y'all to that message because, baby, y'all got the most views and the most likes, okay? The most loved and the most views. And anytime that happens, from here on out, I'm going to do bonus readings on that particular zodiac sign. So if you want to see your zodiac sign more, show up more, okay? Like the video more. Y'all don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment, show up, you know, ask questions. This is Michael Jackson's YouTube, so y'all don't forget to ask questions, okay? Especially if you have questions about your spirit team or whatnot. You might actually get an answer, interact with the chat, the other people that's in the chat, okay? I love it. I love it here. Okay, thank you so much, Divine. Okay, so today is day 208, right? Wait, what did we say? No, it was 207. It's 207, sire? Today is 207? We said today is 207, right? 207. 207? Yes. Yes. Okay. So, we have been reading Daily Encounters with God. So, I'm going to give y'all this before I tap into, you know, the card energy, okay? There is therefore no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. For the law of the Spirit of life has set you free in Christ Jesus from the laws of sin and death. All right. Meaning that you cannot be condemned for loving Christ, talking about Christ, delivering the word of Christ, or, you know, any of his saints at all. Like God has freed you in Christ Jesus from the law of sin and death. Okay. And it says, did you know that you have an enemy of your soul? I wanted to read this because when I was reading this shit was crazy. I was like, this actually goes for Virgo and Gemini. So strong. Okay. Did you know you have an enemy of your soul? You may not know it, but as a follower of Christ, as a follower of God, you have a very real adversity, and his name is Satan. Through the power of God, you can have victory over Satan. There are two misunderstandings about the devil that a lot of people believe. One is that he is the myth and it doesn't matter. Okay? That's what them bad spiritualists tell you. They be like, oh yeah, the black magic, it doesn't work. It's a myth. It doesn't, their shit isn't working. And da 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 da. They're working with Satan. They're working with the devil. Okay? In order to turn you into a non-believer and make you go against yourself and what you're feeling. What you feel, it is what it is. Like, you're not overthinking. Those people are working with demons and devils and everything to prevent happy families, happy endings, or whatever awakenings from occurring. It says there are two misunderstandings about the devil that a lot of people believe. One is that it's a myth and he does not exist. The other is that he matters too much and that we have no victory over him. Okay? But the fact is, we have victory in Jesus Christ. And I want to remind you how you can defeat Satan whenever he attacks you. When Satan tries to dominate you by reminding you of your sinful past, okay, remember that Jesus told us in John 8, chapter 8, verse 32, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Okay? We don't hide, we don't coddle, we don't run from our past. What we do is we go into Dharma. Okay? Whatever karma comes about, whether it's good and it's bad, we ride with it. Okay? And it says, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. In Christ, you're free from guilt and shame of sin. When Satan tries to tempt you, right, into doing something you don't want to do, or being something you don't want to be, Remember what James chapter 4 verse 7 says. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Jesus taught us how to do this when he went into the desert, and there with the word of God and prayer and fasting, he overcame the power of Satan and temptation of Satan that came at him again and again. So prayer and fasting. All right. When Satan tries to accuse you, remember today's verse. And what today's verse says. It says, there is therefore no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. So even if people try to destroy you with their false allegations, remember that is Satan. That is them that is them being used by the devil to come up against you. The devil himself does not appear to you. The devil and demons and warlocks and all this shit that's going against you, they come in people. They come in your adversities. They come in situations at play. Okay? Everything is filled with matter. Okay? If not matter is what is it? Oh. Damn. Let me look at this real quick. And it says, all right, let me finish what I was saying. And it says, therefore there is no condemnation in those who are in Christ Jesus, for the law of the spirit of life has set you free in Jesus Christ from the law of sin and death. And finally, when Satan tries to confront you, remember what Jesus told Simon Peter in Luke chapter 22 verse 31. Satan demands to have you, but he might sift you like weed, meaning he might give you everything that you need. He might feed you. He might make you fat. He might give you all the riches in the world in order to make money, to be money, to look like money, or whatever the fuck else it is, right? Whatever it is that your heart's desire. But I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. Okay? So everything that you can get from the devil, you can still get from Jesus Christ. You can still get from God. You can get from your divine mother, your divine father, whichever way you go, back to Christ. Everything you can get from the darkness, you can get from the light as well too. Okay? You just need to pray. You need to pray. You need to have faith. You need to know. All right? No, not pretend. Okay? Only way you defeat the confrontation of Satan is to pray. Well, it's to pray Jesus' prayer that your faith will not fail. Christians in the world, I encourage you to commit each of these verses to memory so that you won't be caught off guard the next time Satan targets you. And it is my prayer that you will be able to defeat Satan's attack through the power of the Holy Spirit working in your life. You have victory over Satan through the power of Jesus Christ and all of your deities and all of your gods and all of the saints that work under God, okay? Your angels, your guides, your deities, your divine. Let me just say you're divine, okay? You will have victory over Satan through the power of Jesus Christ, period. All right? So I forgot what I was about to look up, but I didn't. I do know that I was getting ready to say that we are all filled with matters or whatever the case is, and da-da-da-da-da. So make sure that, Jesus Christ, please help this person and whoever is behind that channel. Please help them. With their karma. All right. All right. Let me see how this fits on here. Hopefully it all fits on there the way that I'm writing it out, but YouTube be doing this thing. It be wanting to put everything together when I copy and paste, so I'm trying to make sure it does not do that. Okay. Bam. Okay. So I have a pinned message. Okay, live mini readings are going to be open. One question, if you want to participate in the live mini readings, it's going to be $20. If not, you know, take the general message. I'm still going to, you might still have a message here, but right now we are going to tap into, and my Cash App is listed. If you need another way to pay, you ask me here and I'll give y'all another way to pay. Okay, I love y'all. Okay, so we are going to tap into Gemini and Virgo's energy. This is going to be for Gemini and Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and of course your Jupiter placement, as this is a Jupiter Occult. All right, so everybody has a Virgo placement. Everybody has a Gemini placement. It might not be your sun sign, but it does sit in a particular house. So if you are relating to this message because you are on the live and you're relating to this message, that particular house may be activating, okay? That particular house, meaning, let's say, for example, that you are a Leo rising, right? You have Leo in the 5th house, right? I mean, you have Leo in the 1st house, not Leo in the 5th house. You have Leo in the 1st house, which will make you a Leo rising. That means that you will have Virgo in the 2nd house. That means that you have to, if you have no planets in the 2nd house, but you only have Virgo energy in the 2nd house, that house is actually a little bit more alive at 5 than if you had a planet in there. If you had a planet in there, there's still work to do. But if there's no planet where Gemini and Virgo are sitting in your chart in that particular house and there's no planets there, you have already mastered that energy. So you need to remember, okay? You need to remember what you did in order to master that energy. So with that being said, more meditation on that particular house, okay? You tell spirit, you call in the element of that house, which is earth or air energy, okay? Virgo is earth and Gemini is air energy. So you call in the elements of that particular house. Either you use stones, you can use stones, you can use candles, you can use incense. So when I use incense, I'm using air element. I'm using wind element. You know, you can go outside. You can use the elements outside. And you want to call and activate that energy and let the spirits of those elements know, hey, I am activating my 2nd house. My 2nd house is possessions, it's material, it's my gains, it's my family's wealth as well. But it's my actual possessions that I have in my hand, right? Not like generational wealth that's passed down. That's more like 10th house energy, right? But 2nd house is that. So I'm not saying you have Virgo in that house, but if you were a Leo rising, you will have Virgo in the 2nd house, okay? Period. Leo risings, you have Virgo in the 2nd house, all right? So be sure. And then if you were a Taurus rising, you will have Gemini in the 2nd house, okay? So take what resonates, leave what does not, all right? Flip the roles. You can be a cross watcher. Make sure you share the videos if you feel called to. Y'all watch the cards and don't watch me. All right, I still can see y'all messages. If y'all have messages or anything like that, I still can see it. All right, so let's get started. So Spirit wanted to reveal more of what was happening. So thank you so much, Spirit. Can you reveal what is happening for... Oh, I was going to use my dowser rods to see if I was going to do you guys is reading together or separate. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ooh. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. So these are my dowser rods. Can you show me a yes? Wait, do I have permission to douse? Yes. All right, thank you so much. I always want to ask yes, so that way y'all can also see that I have permission to douse. If my dowser rods was to ever tell me, no, you don't have permission to douse, that means that somebody is on the live that don't want me dowsing for them. Or, you know, Spirit is just like, this is not a way for us to communicate right now. All right, be open to receive other answers some other type of way. And they have said that, okay? They have done that. If I'm emotionally unbalanced, they will be like, no, you can't douse right now, okay? All right, thank you so much, Spirit. They just said yes, they have said that, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, do I have permission to douse today? All right, thank you so much. Back to center. All right, so, thank you so much, Spirit. It's so funny. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. I just had to ask a question in my head on my spirit guide that was here. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. Douse together. I said douse together. Zodiac signs together, zodiac signs apart. Which one would be better for the collective? Zodiac signs together or zodiac signs apart? Meaning Gemini and Virgo together or Gemini and Virgo apart? Thank you so much, Spirit. Together or apart? Which way would be best for the collective? Together. All right, thank you so much. Are we saying together? Yes. All right, so we are going to do the signs together, okay? So remember that when you listen to the reading. I think that would be best anyway. I was going that way. All right, so let me see what else does Divine need to reveal. My hands just started itching, y'all. Very interesting. I'm calling the power a B. All right, what else does Divine? Ooh, harmony. Earth above, sky below. Someone could be in a very sad state, like kind of like seclusion, like I don't know. I literally felt a little grief or something. Like I felt like somebody was wrapping up in their own emotions. Not necessarily like earth above, sky below. Like I'm getting to like you may not want other people to know about these feelings, like whatever it is that you're feeling. So you kind of like isolated yourself so you won't be projecting that onto somebody. Thank you so much, Spirit. 11th house is activated. That's the house of Aquarius. All right. That's also your star energy house too. Thank you so much, Spirit. And then it says repairing the damage. Okay, repairing the damage. So that's kind of like in the future, okay, repairing the damage. So presently, right now, it could be like some type of harmony, or it could be like Spirit calling you into harmony after an emotional, oh, yeah, earth above. Like some type of emotional outburst or do I want to say conversation? I don't know if I want to say conversation because I don't see physical communication here. Like I don't see like two people talking. I think right here with harmony, this could be like you finding union more so within yourself or something like that. Like more so within yourself and repairing some type of damage. Mountain above, wind below. Like I'm repairing the damage. All right, so we're gonna see what this is about. We're gonna see what this is about, okay? So 11th house is activated and 9th house is activated. 1st and 8th house is also could have a significant role in this. Aries, Scorpio. Strong on the Aries energy. This could have something to do with the type of leader that you are. You could have to repair a relationship in order to find some type of harmony and just like some type of peace within yourself. So you might have to repair some type of relationship in order to get through a process, okay? Or in order to get through some type of trial or situation. And it says wind below, so it could be like a storm brewing. Someone could be ignoring someone else or either just like not talking to them. But it's not like intentionally not talking to them, or it's not like on the phone. I'm getting that this could be something within the household, or this could be like, let's just see. All right, so we have harmony. It says the earth seems to be above the heaven. Heaven is on earth. Man, I say that all the time, that heaven is on earth, y'all. Heaven and hell is right here on earth. I feel like with harmony, someone could be in the midst of their own hell. Like, to be honest, like I feel like they could be in the midst of their own hell, but it's like, it's not really like a hell, but it is a step before a step before hell. Like it's a real sticky situation, because hell isn't just like, hell is like where people go when they're depressed as well too, you know, when they are at the edge. Like purgatory is where you go when your body transcends up out of here, right? Like, okay, boom, your body, right? Your body and your soul at the same time. Hell is somewhere where your soul can be and your body can be at another place, okay? Hell is like a mental feeling. I feel like that's where this harmony is not coming through to you. Like there could be a whole party around you or something, and you like kind of like, I'm gonna go take a nap real quick, like in order to deal with the party. Like, let me go take a nap real quick. I don't know, okay? So it says that earth seems to be above heaven and heaven is on earth. The gravity of the matter merges with the upward radiation of the light to create a condition of deep harmony. All right. So it says, this denotes a time of peace and blessings for all living things. In the affairs of humanity, tranquility comes when the good, strong, and powerful show favor to the lowly, and those of more modest meaning are well disposed towards those who are currently blessed. There is an end to all feuds. In such a state, the energy is high and the way is clear, and the prospect for great success are outstanding. Okay, so there's an end to all feuds, period. So, like I said, there it's like something going on. There's an end to all feuds. This deep chaos abides in nature, but humanity, by carefully responding to the rhythms and the cycles of the time, can find peace in the natural world. By planting the right crops in the right places in the right season, the mindfulness of the farmer brings harmony to the natural world of plants, and in return, prosperity to his family. Okay, by planting the right seeds at the right time. And all right, this piece produces a time of flowering and prosperity. A wise person channels this positive energy to all areas of life and in the proper proportions, just as a farmer waters his or her fields and orchards. But vigilant and discriminating, peaceful conditions promote the growth of weeds as well as flowers. So peaceful conditions promotes the growth of weeds as well as flowers. So you got to be careful what it is that you're planting and make sure that you're planting it in the right season. I do see somebody planting something while they're in a cycle of like some type of disharmony or like maybe in a state of isolation. You tried to plant a seed or something. Someone could have gotten pregnant, you know, during the time that is not do I want to use the word harmonious for the family, or like in your life. Like someone could be, it could be a lot of chaos going on around. It's just like this baby just came at the wrong time. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's see what is currently affecting my Geminis. So this is, right now, this is the present moment, okay? And this is the future. So we look at the difference. All right, so the lines that are different is the top line and the bottom line. All right, so the top and the bottom. So it says at the bottom, in times of peace and prosperity, an individual of high purpose is able. So currently, right now, it says, in the times of peace and prosperity, an individual of high purpose is able to draw like-minded people to a good cause. As such people become available, enlist their support, now is the time for people of talent to set out to accomplish something. In times of peace and prosperity. So let me also look at the top. It says, when prosperity leads to decay, misfortune follows. When prosperity leads to decay, misfortune follows. Imagine an ancient city wall collapsing in the moat, offering access instead of protection. In times of collapse, it helps no one to fight against overwhelming odds. Moral strength is called for instead of resistance. Moral strength is called for instead of resistance. Likewise, in times of peace, necessary defense can erode. The fortress can still become vulnerable to attack. Try not to be like the citizens who become lazy and indifferent, but put their homes at risk. Be prepared for external problems. Do not allow yourself to be complicit. Like what? Do not allow yourself to be complicit. Like don't isolate yourself. This is really giving Gemini and Virgo energy, like for real. All right. So it says, prepare properly. Wait. Try not to be like the citizens who become lazy and indifferent and put their homes at risk. Be prepared for external problems. Do not allow yourself to become complacent. So this is the first thing that's presently here, is that when prosperity leads to decay, misfortune follows. Imagine an ancient city wall collapsing into a moat, offering access instead of protection. In times of collapse, it helps no one to fight against overwhelming odds. Moral strength is called for instead of resistance. Likewise, in times of peace and necessary defense can erode. The fortress can still become vulnerable to attacks. Try not to be like the citizens who become lazy and indifferent and put their homes at risk. Be prepared for external problems. Do not allow yourself to be complicit. Y'all know what's crazy? So the verse that I read, right? In the daily encounters with God, it talks about how you have adversities, but out here, like you have a big rival. His name is Satan. So right now, presently, I feel like that verse and what spirit is put on our hearts that's happening in the present moment, I feel like the devil is trying to attack your home. There's no way that you can sit back and watch this right now. Okay, there's no way that you can sit back and watch this. I mean, you can, but then you'll be lazy. All right, then you'll be lazy. And that's what I feel like is happening here. Y'all see, I feel like somebody is laying down, right? They could be laying on another. I feel like somebody could be getting distracted, like their house could be under attack. And someone could be getting distracted with sex. They could also be getting distracted with like the outer pleasures of things. All right. So let's tap into that energy real quick. Thank you so much, Spirit. Earth above, sky below. Y'all don't want to give y'all position away. That's so crazy. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. All right, repairing the damage in the future. So your house is being attacked. Like at the end, I mean, in the future, it says repairing the damage. So your walls may collapse. Your outer perimeter may get hit. Okay. When I say your outer perimeter, that's like outside yourself, your valuables, the things that are tangible. They could get hit. But I feel like if you hold tight with your spirit, I feel like you have some type of shield around you. And you also have some type of determination that will keep you going up this mountain. That, you know, that wind that you feel on your back, that spirit pushing you back up this mountain. You may get frightened in between, or you might get scared, or you might feel some type of way as if like, I cannot do this by myself, or I can't. That's not gonna be good. Okay. 911 is significant as well. You might be seeing 911 or 111. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, so repairing the damage. This could be going on for 7 days. Like this battle, this could be going on for 7 days. Whatever spiritual battle that you're having with Satan right now, this could be a 7-day cycle, y'all. So just stay prayed up the next 7 days, y'all. Watch y'all words, mind y'all words, and protect your home. Pray for your home, anoint your home, anoint your body and the people that's inside of your home as well too. All right. Look, this is what I'm making. This is what I'm creating for the people that's inside of my home. Hold on, y'all. To anoint them in love. Okay? To protect them. This is what I'm creating right here. So I'll be down. I'll be down. Okay, it says, when something is rotten, it is time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, self-indulgence, corruption grows like weeds in an unattended garden. Okay, they must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold action. Eliminating corruption and the sloppiness that leads to it is the ennobling human enterprise. As it clears the way for fresh new beginnings, such repair efforts ultimately lead to supreme success. This is a time to be lean and efficient. The weeds must be rooted out before the whole garden is lost. Fighting decay, indifference, corruption is not a simple matter. The steps must be evaluated carefully. That's what we're going to go over for the future. Must be evaluated carefully, and planning should precede action. Resist the temptation to strike out prematurely. Resist the temptation. That's what I feel like currently someone is doing. They could be giving up. Okay, Virgo or Gemini, you could be giving up in a situation where you like, I'm just being hit. Faith. Do the work. Somebody attack you? What you gonna do? You gonna stand there and let them hit you? No. That when they attack you, you're gonna just lay your arms down and be like, oh no, that hurt. Oh my God, you hit me where that hurt at. You know, it could be words, it could be whatever. All right, it could be whatever. At this time, it's the time to be lean and effective. Weeds must be rooted out before the whole garden is lost. Fighting decay, indifferences, or corruption is not a simple matter. The steps must be evaluated carefully, and planning should precede action. Resisting the temptation to strike out prematurely. Gather strength around you and marshal your inner sources. Arresting decay requires a strong effort. When you do act, pay close attention to the process. Make your strikes as precise and clear as the path of the surgeon, as the surgeon's knife. Okay, so let's see what the difference in the future. Let's see what we are looking at here. So the first line and the last, same one. First and the last, okay, are different. The first and the last. So it says Excessive reliance on traditions may have produced some corruption. Excessive reliance on traditions may have produced some corruption. But in this case, it is not yet deeply rooted. Repair can be achieved without much effort. Even though some danger is present, remain alert. Even though some damage is present, remain alert. Remain alert to risk inheriting and change, and you will be able to avoid possible damage. Repair in itself is not a panacea. However, restorative efforts must be watched carefully, particularly in the early stages, to see the previous rot is not contaminating them as well. To see that the previous, so when you start digging stuff out and it hasn't really got all the way down to the root, like when you start repairing stuff, but you know the root is not damaged, this right here, it tells you that like whatever you was doing before, tradition, you know, like whatever you are focusing on, like this is what I've always done. This is having a tradition. This is probably what got you into that situation. Okay. Responding certain types of ways, like running and hiding, or not having complete conversations, you know, all the way down to the root of whatever the problem is, and then turning your back on whatever the problem is, or just being like, it's gonna get handled. I'm not gonna address it, and I'm also not gonna pray about it either. It is what it is. That's how you fuck up your root. That's how it contaminates all the other the whole garden. You get what I'm saying? This is very interesting. Like what's coming to me, Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit. Like what's coming to me is so interesting. And it says important work takes place in the day-to-day world. However, there are high priorities closer to home too. Stop to let the world go by as you cultivate your personal growth is a great value. Stopping to let the world go by as you cultivate your personal growth is of great value. Not only you, but ultimately to others as well. Just remember when withdrawing from events, it is essential to avoid falling into the trap of staying idly by, criticizing the actions of others. Now is the time to focus on what you can do to evolve. So this has something to do with you repairing the damage within yourself, not another. Okay? Thank you so much, Spirit. So your future is going to be you repairing the damage in yourself. And currently, right now, you could be in a situation where it is affecting other people around you, or what other people around you is doing is affecting you. And you might want to run and hide. You might just want to let them attack you or something like that. I feel like, you know, repairing the damage, you have to withdraw yourself from helping everyone. You know, I want to say to y'all, Virgo and Gemini, I want to say, y'all should just be kind to the people that's kind to y'all. And the people that's not kind to y'all, don't be kind to them. You don't bend over backwards. I don't care if that's a mother, brother, child, a kid, or whatever. Like, that's our anthem, and that's what we singing all year. You guys can't make me change my mind about that. Be kind to the people that's kind to you. Why should I treat you a certain type of way and you haven't treated me a certain type of way? Period. Okay? All right? Why should you continue to pray over and protect someone's seed or someone's garden? Essentially, their garden could be growing from you as well. But why should you have to watch guard over theirs and keep in harmony with them if they're not treating you some type of way? Okay? It's like you carrying the load and they're coming with their little blessing cup and saying, hey, I'm riding a horse. It's you get what I'm saying? Like, you may be in some type of energy right now where you're this guy and they're this guy, but they're riding through your garden. You get what I'm saying? So it's like somebody around you could be moving really weird. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. What is harmony? Earth above. Sky below. Wow. So we have the Knight of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit. We have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. So first energy out, I want to say with this Queen of Pentacles, right? This is your energy. Anytime a queen or a king comes out, or a major arcana comes out, first cards out, this is the receiver's energy, period. You're in that Queen of Pentacles energy, right? You're also in that Ten of Wands energy where you have been carrying burdens. You have been, you know, you may feel as if you have the weight, the responsibility, or the weight of everybody that is around you that is moving in action. Like, you're responsible for somebody else's actions right now, okay? I feel like there is definitely, like, someone could be saying something to this Queen of Pentacles, okay? Virgo cap, down. Virgo cap and Taurus energy and that Queen of Pentacles, strong Virgo energy, right? You have the Nine of Wands showing up. You're already feeling some type of way. This feels as if, like, somebody is saying something about, like, your struggles, or it could be in a sense of, like, someone trying to express how they feel about you, but they're causing a little bit more delays or injuries to you. And I'm saying delays because the way that the message is being delivered, it's like it could be the truth, but the delivery is different from what's being said, okay? I feel like you can also be, your finances could be delayed or something, and this is why you feel some type of way. Thank you so much, Spirit. The Tower in reverse. Something may have happened between you and another person. It could be a confrontation. It could also be like you could be moving out on your own and you have a burden to carry. You have more of a load. Let me not say a burden, because you moving out on your own could never be a burden, right? But you have more of a load to carry, all right? Someone could definitely be separated with the Tower coming out in reverse, sitting with the Queen of Pentacles. This, I mean, no separation is good, right? But we're not staying in this energy. The Tower in reverse, I feel like this could have been something that is long overdue. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. And it's like it's been the reason why you've been experiencing delays. Okay, all right. So you have the King of Wands showing up. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. You give me the energy of this King of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the energy of this King of Wands. I feel like action needs to come from this masculine. Thank you so much, Spirit. Look, you got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is the energy of this King of Wands. So it's like someone could be in the energy of, like, action, but not receiving any abundance or prosperity from whatever action they're putting out there. I feel like that, Virgo, you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. So you might be a person that could easily manifest something, right? You might be the person that can easily manifest something, where Gemini is the person that's the truth teller, right? And it's so funny that I'm doing a reading for Virgo and Gemini, and they're both Mercury signs. I literally just realized that. So this definitely has a lot to do with communication and the way somebody is perceiving something and receiving something. Thank you so much, Spirit, for just reminding me of that. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there's something financially happening here, okay? Now, I'm a divine feminine energy. So I know that we live in 2026, right? However, Ace, get off of my table. Get off my table. We live in 2026. So I want to be realistic about this. And this is just my opinion from my experience and my collective, okay? My opinion, my experience, and my collective. Their opinions, their experiences, and the conversations that we have, right? When you're in a relationship, man and woman, in a relationship, right? I mean, like, y'all live together, y'all in a household together, y'all paying y'all bills together. There's something financially that is happening here, okay, with the earth above and the sky below. I feel like the woman is more responsible in this situation. The woman could be more responsible financially, okay? But there's something that's happening here. Both parties could be getting hit, like you and another person could be getting hit financially. Like, generational wealth is kind of, you know, like, it's in the clutch. Ugh. And then, like, the day-to-day, like, money, day-to-day. So, this could be, like, a job. Okay? Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, what's the Nine of Pentacles? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the Nine of Pentacles with the Tower in reverse? You and your person may not, y'all both may not have a job. And y'all both carrying like a heavy burden or something. Earth above, sky below. I feel like Spirit is saying call on, you know, like call on to them. All right, what's the Tower with the Nine of Pentacles? What's the Tower with the Nine of Pentacles? What's the Tower with the Nine of Pentacles? Thank you so much, Spirit. The Magician. Yeah. I definitely feel like Spirit is saying, like, don't lose faith. Do not lose faith. And I feel like you're the one that's like kind of going into isolation, like maybe not speaking up, maybe not talking. We'll get into it. Okay, so that's at the present moment. So repairing the damage. Thank you so much. Mountain above, wind below, repairing the damage. Thank you so much, Spirit. Get off of that table. I'm about to go spray his ass. Mountain above, repairing the damage. Mountain above. The Knight of Pentacles. So, you could be coming up on to like an offer. Like, the Knight of Pentacles, this feels like an offer. Like, coming out of this situation, it's a small offer, but it could be a peaceful offering coming from this Knight of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit. This offer could be being made to this King of Wands. All right, Aries, Leo, Sag. Thank you so much. And the Page of Wands. And it could be a role reversal in the repairing the damage. You may have been like the provider or whatnot, like in this energy, in the current energy. And this is how divine gets you to switch roles in your relationship, okay? Like a relationship that has God in it, you have to know what role you're playing right then. So this message literally says, important work takes place in the day-to-day world. However, there are high priorities closer to home right now. Stopping to let the world go by as you cultivate your personal growth. It is of great value, not only to you, but ultimately to others as well too. So I feel like someone could be leaving the home. They could be traveling. You may have your reservations. There may have been like some type of argument, or I don't know, like about this person getting a job far away, or either taking a job that is not necessarily, this is either you taking this job or, you know, someone else taking this job. I smell cigarettes. I know my instant is burning, but I smell cigarettes so heavy. Nobody in my building smokes cigarettes, but I literally am smelling cigarettes right now, and Ace is fighting the air, okay? He's fighting the air right now. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, like you and your person could ultimately be switching roles. Like somebody could be going to take a job. It could be less than what you was making. You want to make sure that you're not damaging that person or saying anything about that person. If someone wants to, you know, take a job that is not as much money as you make or as you've been making, you need to let them do that while you prepare yourself for this next adventure or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, the Page of Wands. I feel like in the future, you're in that Page of Wands energy. You could also be in this Knight of Pentacles energy. I'm talking to two different zodiac signs. So take what resonate and leave what does not, y'all. Okay? All right, the Knight of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is totally the reverse of roles, okay? I feel like somebody around you could also be experiencing their karma for something that they did to you. Oh, goodness. Somebody around you could be experiencing their karma for something that they did to you, or just in general, okay? Everybody has to experience their karma. We can't, like, you know, protect everybody all the time. So this could be something, you know, karmic that they can be going through. I'm not saying that they are karmic, but I'm saying that they have to face their karma. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. So the Six of Pentacles feel as if, like, you know, I don't want y'all to cuss this King of Wands out and be like, you know, he is normally the King of Wands, but in this energy, he could be the Page of Wands energy or the Knight of Pentacles, still under that King of Wands, okay? A Knight of Pentacles is still under a King of Wands. He's just from a different department, okay? From a different department. So with that being said, like, this feels as if, like, you know, Spirit is calling me to tell y'all to watch, hello world, is telling me to watch how you speak to those that are around you that are not of the same, they're not on the same page as you. Nobody knows what page that you're really on when you're letting the earthly things go by and you're letting people, you know, do whatever it is that they're going to do. Nobody know what page you're really on. When you pick up a book and you don't put a bookmark in it, you remember what page you're on. You remember what chapter you're on, how much you have gotten through that chapter. These people don't know nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? I feel like the people that's around you, they may not know that. And you, I feel like you also may not understand that another person is going through karma or receiving some type of divine justice. Look at that. The Three of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yeah, someone definitely, all right, we're going to tap into that. The Three of Swords. Somebody could definitely be experiencing some type of karma that they have to ride through with the Three of Swords. They may have put you in a third party. They may have broken your heart or whatever the case is. If somebody is out cheating on you or doing something, yes, you can feel disharmonized. You can feel out of your element. But to be honest, like, you can't let that completely damage you and damage your heart. So this is where repairing the damage comes in. You may think it's all good right now in the hood. And then 9 months from now, it's like, damn, how do I repair this? 18 is very significant here. Not just because of the number of likes that I got on this video so far, but also with repairing the damage. 18 breaks down to 9. 9 is the stage of completion. Okay? At the 9, you get all of the extra. Okay? 9 is completion. So something could be over and done for. Okay? Look at that. The 10 of Cups, y'all. There literally could be a family that could be coming to an end, or a cycle that a family is in. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. But I'm going to pull on that 10 of Cups. Give me that 10 of Cups energy. Let's see. How is this 10 of Cups affecting our future? How is the 10 of Cups affecting or aligning the future? Affecting or aligning the future. Thank you so much, Spirit. Look at that. So we have 2 different cards here. Remember, I'm reading for 2 different zodiac signs. So it's up to you. It's really up to you. So this looks like failure. And to me, the Three of Pentacles gives me like success. Like, you're not going to be able to do this by yourself. You're going to have assistance, right? But I think that this will be more so you. This will be more so you. And these are the people, yes, they come to you to seek guidance and help. But I feel like this person is still working. This person is still working. They're still repairing whatever it is that they need to repair. That's the repairing the damage. All right. Repairing the damage. It could be you, like, kind of getting back into your faith, getting back into what it is that you have to do in order to be successful. You could be going on a voyage. You could be going on a trip. Let me say a trip. I just look at old school with that voyage. Okay. You could be going on a voyage on a, like, putting yourself. It feels like a, what is that called? Where you look for stuff that's hidden? I don't know what it's called right now. But it feels like that. Like you're looking for something that's hidden. I feel like you could be looking for the root of the problem. But the root of the problem is at home. Thank you so much, Spirit. The Page of Swords. So, yeah. So, the Page of Swords in reverse. So, the root of the problem is at home. I feel like the root of the problem is like something that's being communicated. It's not being communicated clearly. This could be people in the background that's also putting in their opinion as well with the Six of Wands and the Page of Swords in reverse. This could be people, you know, like gaslighting, gossiping, and all of that stuff. I said today, like, you know, when the devil shows up, he uses anybody that wants to be used, and especially somebody that wants to talk. Okay? Especially somebody that's talking. What's in between this harmony and repairing the damage? Thank you so much, Spirit. Ooh, the Four of Swords. Oh, you know what I learned about the Four of Swords today? Thank you so much, Spirit. I learned about Mary Magdalene today with the Four of Swords, y'all. I learned about that energy. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I definitely, at the beginning of this reading, I said that I felt like a deity was with me. This is your call to a deity, all right? You could be wanting to reach out to Mary. It is a full moon that is coming up, and it is a great time to reach out to the moon goddess, the moon goddesses, okay? Whichever way you go with the moon, it is a full moon that's coming up, and I believe that, you know, this Four of Swords, what's in between here, this Four of Swords in reverse, that you need not to forget, like your prayer, you need not to forget your meditations and stuff like that, like between harmony and damage. Someone could be forgetting about their faith. Whatever situation is coming through. Thank you so much, Spirit. Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. Definitely with the home foundation. Thank you so much. Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Pentacles. So it has something to do with control. All right, someone could feel as if they're losing control of something, and this is why you want to try to possess it. In between repairing the damage and harmony, someone could be wanting to have possession over another person. Because you can't see the situation clearly. Nobody should want to, you know, I mean, but this is so interesting. Like, what I want to say, I'm like, I can't say it on this live reading like that, but y'all need to know that it's not healthy to try to control or possess another person. You can only control or possess yourself, or you become possessed by something. Okay? Not someone, something. Four of Swords, Two of Swords. Thank you so much. Four of Swords and Two of Swords. What is it that the collective is not seeing? All right, Two of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Oh. Someone could be embarrassed by something, and this is why they don't want to, like, who is this in this Two of Pentacles energy? Thank you so much, Spirit. The Justice. All right, so it definitely could be like a couple, or it could just be whoever you're having a disagreement with. All right, the five of Wands in reverse, or whoever is probably giving you some type of silence treatment. I feel like there's not a lot of talking going on because it might be some embarrassment that's happening. It might also be like, I don't know, like just some trouble just brewing up. But it's like it's quiet. Like Justice is quiet. Justice is quiet. Two of Pentacles is quiet. The Two of Swords is quiet. The Five of Wands is pretty loud, right? Five energy is pretty loud. Twos are quiet. 11 and 2s are quiet, okay? They're very quiet. If you're operating from your 11 energy, then you're communicating better. But if you're operating from your 2 energy, it's not a loud action. It's very quiet energy. So, and then with the Five of Wands, there may be confrontations that you don't even know is taking place. Like someone could have a confrontation within themselves. And it's like you can't get to the root of it, but you know that it's existing. I feel like with the Magician coming out, I definitely feel like you know it's a problem, but you don't know how to, you know, really resolve it in a physical type way. So Two of Pentacles is Capricorn, Jupiter. Two of Swords is a Two of Pentacles is Capricorn, Jupiter, and Two of Swords is a Libra moon. And then the Five of Wands is a Leo Saturn. So this is Jupiter, moon, and Saturn energy. So it's like whatever it is bigger than what you think it is. What's justice? Someone could be calling in injustice, the death card in reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit. What's justice with the death in reverse? The Three of Wands. So if this is an outside energy, let me think about this. If this is an outside energy, this could be this could be something that you can't really like escape from. Death in reverse. It's crazy. Like the message that I'm getting, it feels as if like, it feels like depression, to be honest. It feels like depression. It feels like the weight of the world. That's what it feels like. Like, whew. When prosperity leads to decay, misfortune follows. Imagine an ancient city wall collapsing into the moat, offering access instead of protection. In times of collapse, it helps no one to fight against overwhelming odds. So it says moral strength is called for instead of resistance. Moral strength is called for instead of resistance. In times of peace and prosperity, an individual of high purpose is able to draw like-minded people to good causes. As such people become available, enlist their support. Now is the time for people with talents to set out to accomplish something. Give me the Justice card. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the Justice card. Give me the energy of the Justice. Let me switch decks. What does Spirit want to reveal about the energy of the Justice? Harmony. Whatever it is that you're going through, it could be a spiritual attack. You got the Magician here. You got the Death card. You got the Tower. All of this that's happening here. It could be a spiritual attack. If it is a spiritual attack, it feels like a silent attack. It feels like these people could be attacking you like in your dream state or like while you're isolating yourself. But I feel like they're not directly hitting you. I feel like they're hitting, I don't want to say people around you to cause like some type of chaos or whatever, but I feel like it's around you. I don't want to say people around you. It could be things around you. Single, sexy, and successful. Thank you so much, Spirit. That's the energy of the death of the Justice card. Like what? All right. What is the energy of this Justice? Thank you so much. And then 16. So this is, okay, single, sexy, and successful. Somebody could definitely be getting a divorce or going through a breakup. I said that. I mean, that's what they hitting. They could be hitting your relationship. All right, strong on a relationship. Could be a Sagittarius. It could be a Leo. Ooh, did I say Leo? I didn't even mean to say Leo. My bad, y'all. My bad, Leo. It ain't y'all. I don't want to say it's y'all because I don't want to say it's y'all. Somebody could be making or blaming a Leo or something like that, or you can have a strong Leo placement. Thank you so much, Spirit. But these attacks could be coming from a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Virgo. Strong on the Aries and Virgo energy. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. What is the energy of the Magician? What is the energy of the Magician? Oh, moving on in reverse. Thank you. And then look, opposition came out. Somebody that doesn't like you. And then conflict, okay? So someone could definitely be trying to cause conflict with you. They don't like you, like period. Opposition, okay? Could be a Scorpio. And this could be somebody that never moved on. It could be a magician that never moved on. All right, bitch probably just, you know, she just got, oh my goodness. She probably just built up whatever it is that she needed. Your ancestors are showing up, y'all. Somebody smokes Marlboros or, that little red pack. I don't know what kind of cigarettes that is. I said Marlboros because I think it's Marlboros, but baby, these are some strong ass cigarettes. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, there's definitely an opposition that is like moving super silently. You getting your ass beat. You getting your ass beat. I don't know what else way to put it. And I don't coddle over here. You could literally be getting your ass beat. The people around you could be getting their ass beat. It's all to try to snatch up your power, snatch up your energy. All right, Gemini, Virgo, y'all out here being cute, sexy, and in relationships and shit. And somebody could be trying to literally snatch up your energy. Whoever it is the person that you least thought. All right? It's the person that you least thought about. Give me this fucking 5 of Wands. Give me this 5 of Wands energy. Oh, look at that, y'all. The 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. This card don't even go in here, y'all. I'm going to leave it out, though. The 2 of Cups. That's the 5 of Wands energy. So that's the sneak attacks, all right? The sneak attacks is going towards your relationship and people that love and care about you. That's why that's why they want to bury this Queen of Pentacles energy. That's why they want to bury this King of Wands, because your person has taken action in order for you to be successful. They've taken some action. Their action makes you successful. So you and your person could be manifesting generators, or it could be a generator and a manifesting generator. But like whatever type of relationship that y'all have, it makes people fucking mad. It makes people mad. All right, it makes people mad, jealous, and all that other stuff, and obviously do more spell work. So you might not see that you're under attack, but you are. Period. Earth angel. That's what that 2 of Cups is. So there's an earth angel that's being attacked, and expectation. Somebody is expecting this masculine to turn back to them. Okay, if you're dealing with somebody, whoever or whatever this is, like, thank you so much, Spirit. They're expecting this person. They're expecting you to return back to, you know, the weird fuck shit, or back to, you know, the devil, or wherever the fuck it is that you came from. But you are an earth angel, so they dumb. They dumb. All right, what is it that they're expecting? What is their expectations? All right, could be a Taurus or a Scorpio, y'all. Scorpio, Aries energy keep popping up in here. Y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio or Aries, or that could be like y'all Jupiter sign. I don't fucking know, but it keep popping up. But it's not popping up in the nice way, though. It's not popping up in a nice way, y'all, period. So this energy feels like it could be a Scorpio. Shit. Scorpio or Aries, Gemini head ass bitch fucking with you. All right, thank you so much. Could be another Gemini head ass bitch fucking with you. All right, what is the expectations of this 2 of Cups? What is the expectations with this 2 of Cups energy? Mature woman in reverse. So they want you to get out of character. Mature woman in reverse. Divine feminine. What is the expectations with this 2 of Cups energy? Divine feminine in reverse. Mature woman in reverse. And destruction in reverse. That's what they want. They want to silently destroy the divine feminine or this mature woman any which way that they can. That's what the goal of the 2 of Cups and the expectation. They could be sitting back watching you fall apart. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. It's such a silent killer. I feel like whoever this is, who is this that's watching? Who is this that's watching? Thank you so much. Who is this that's watching to see if their spell work is working? Like, what? Who is this that's watching? Somebody that's spiritual. All right. They have faith in their shit. That's it right there. They have faith. And then bondage. Okay. Who is this that's watching? Look at that. Achievement. It wanted to come out sideways. We're going to take it up right. Okay. This is somebody that want to be number one. This a pick me. Period. This a pick me. Could be a Leo or a Taurus. All right. Thanks so much, Spirit. Could be a Leo or Taurus. That's a pick me. Somebody wants to tie you up. Throw away the key. They might want to destiny swap with you. Take your faith as well, too. This is someone, this does not have to be someone that just wants your relationship. I am getting single woman here. Okay, divine feminine in reverse, mature woman in reverse. This could just be someone that's preying on your job. Okay, if it's somebody at your job, they want to silence you. They want you to feel emotionally overwhelmed. Okay, this I said 8. This bondage, it kind of feels like the Eight of Swords energy. So I feel like they want to isolate you as well. That's what we getting from the harmony. They're agitated. They're agitated with your happiness. Like, period. These people is super agitated with your happiness, with your faith, with your achievements. In the last couple months, like, you may have been receiving recognition in the last 2 to 5 months, last 2 to 5 weeks. It's like somebody is recognizing what it is that you're doing, you know, what you accomplished. And I just feel like people are giving you credit for like what you've done. And they've tried to destroy you. But because they couldn't destroy you that way, they're going to try to come back and do something else. It's like they just move on. What is this achievement with destruction? Thanks so much, Spirit. Achievement with destruction. Achievement with destruction. Abuse. Faith with divine feminine. Entity attachment in reverse. So you must have beat out some type of entity attachment. All right, this entity attachment, like, you must have, and I'm gonna be honest with this abuse. They be whooping your ass, man. They be whooping your ass. But the thing is, they can't attach any entity to you because you literally are a praying warrior. Okay? And when you're a prayer warrior, that entity cannot attach to you. Now, it can attach to people that's around you. There might be a masculine that has an entity attached to them that's near you, right? You know, or there could be like a false divine feminine. This entity may have attached to a feminine that's also around you as well too. If you're a praying woman or you're a spiritualist of some sort and you have people around you that's halfway in and halfway out, they may have an entity attachment to them. When I say halfway in, halfway out, let's say, and I'm gonna stop doing this as well too, y'all. I'm gonna stop doing this myself. I've already stopped. Let me not say I'm going to stop. Now, when you are a person, you can have people that believe in other faiths. Like, you can know people that believe in other faiths, but that person cannot be like your day-to-day friend. It cannot be your day-to-day friend. This is like, this feels like this person is super close to you, okay? This could be a Taurus. It could be a Cancer, or it could be a Sagittarius. It feels like this person has a different type of faith than you, and they want to challenge your faith, okay? They want to challenge your faith. That means that they're putting you in some weird-ass contest or something weird. It's like they want to challenge your faith. This is what this feels like. And by them challenging your faith, they could be sending in a rival, okay? They could be sending in, like, oh, well, let me see. Oh, she swear up and down. Like, let's say you're around an atheist. I don't want to use an atheist. I don't even want to use a religion. Let's just say you're around somebody that does not believe that that prayer helps everything, okay? This person may be like, well, shit, that bitch don't deserve her car. I don't be seeing her praying. Let's see if she get up. Like, let's say just something, anything happened to you. Let me not even go to that extreme. Like, they just gonna, because that's a hater, right? Let's say, for example, you riding in the car with your homegirl, right? The car break down. You like, damn, I ain't got no money to get the car fixed, right? I ain't got no money to get the car fixed right now. I can't get my car fixed. You get the car towed to the house, right? This person is talking about you to another person. So she's saying out loud so that the devil can hear that such and such is having problems. Now, the devil don't know that you having problems because you have not said nothing to nobody but God. You stand in your faith. You a prayer warrior, right? Soon as you got your car home, all you did was start praying. But you was with your homegirl. Your homegirl on the phone, she gossiping. She like, yeah, I was with such and such. I was with Tony today. And Tony car broke down. I don't know how she gonna get that shit fixed. I'm gonna see how she gonna get it fixed this time. Because she said she ain't got no job. She ain't got no money. She ain't got no man. That her man can't come through for her. They in the same boat. Whatever the fuck. However the hate goes, right? This person has invited an entity onto themselves. Now, you're going to talk to this person tomorrow. You're talking to the entity. Because they like, damn, how you gonna get your car fixed? They throwing, like, you like, shit, I ain't worried about it, right? But they steady saying negative shit to you. Like, well, it costs $1,400 if you go up here to them. Or I know somebody that can fix it for $2,000, but you gonna have to make sure you pay them. That's like kind of negative. Bitch, don't recommend nobody to me right now. Do you understand? Yes, this is kind of a collective reading. I also have a pinned message. Okay. So they're saying something negative. That's the entity trying to attack you. And that's using the people that's around you as well too. Give me the bondage. Give me the energy of bondage and mature woman. Thank you so much, Spirit. Look at that. Flying monkeys. Motherfuckers is lying. I knew this mature woman in reverse. I knew she was lying and saying some shit about you. And it's so crazy because you could be in a stage of isolation or just like, I don't know what's happening. This is the flying monkey that I'm talking about. This is that lion ass energy. You get what I'm saying? So somebody is secretly attacking you. I couldn't get through it. And that's what's really affecting your harmony. And I wanna really be honest. I wanna be honest. Give me the advice for the collective. Give me the advice for the collective. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the advice for the collective. Ooh, the Chariot in reverse. Don't let nobody ride in your car. I don't know why I just got that. And then the Queen of Swords. Be truthful. Be truthful. Also, you don't have to tell everybody your detailed plans. But I feel like, you know, like spiritually, you could cut certain things out by just using the word God. Using the name God. Using the word God, whichever way. Using the word of God. I feel like you could cut a lot of things out. Like, God gonna get me through this. Like, girl, God gonna get me through this. And then boom, you kill Satan right in his tracks. What did it say? What was the word today? 207, right? It says, finally, when Satan tries to confront you, remember that Jesus told Simon Peter in Luke chapter 22:31, Satan, the man to have you, and he might stiff you like wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. The only way you will defeat the confrontation of Satan is to pray Jesus' prayer that your faith would not fail. Okay? And then it also says that he might try to tempt you. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. I resist the devil and all of my friends, loved ones, my destiny helpers, and all of my collective. I resist the devil. Y'all say that. I resist the devil. Easy as pie. So that's what the Queen of Swords is doing here. I resist the devil. The devil is gossiping. The devil is all of that. All of that bullshit. I resist the devil. So that is the advice from divine. All right. You don't have to run away. You don't have to isolate yourself or anything like that. With the Chariot coming out in reverse, Spirit is saying that that's not the medicine that you need. Okay. That's not the medicine that you need. You need to be able, like, you don't need to give away your control and your power. You don't need to do that, okay? And when obstacles and stuff show up in front of you, you have to use your mantras, your voice. You have to use your voice. Ooh, thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the energy of this Three of Swords, repairing the damage. Give me the energy. Do I want to start down there? Oh, Jesus, that's ugly. Give me the energy of the Three of Swords. The courthouse in reverse. Love spells in reverse. And transition upright. Y'all are not going to get through this heartbreak by doing any love spells, by going to file for any divorces or any court rulings or anything. Like, I just feel like you have to let whatever is dying die so that the next stage can occur. All right. The next stage, which is rebirth. I feel like you could be going to another Like you could be going to another chapter in your life. I really just feel like that. Like, you know, don't do a love spell. You know, we don't do love spells around here. I can't stand love spells. You do a love spell on somebody or something, do it on yourself. Do it on yourself. So you fall in love with yourself. I feel like that could be the next step between you and another person in order to repair the damage that is so taking place over here. Like, I don't want to give y'all, I don't want to leave y'all with this. I was going to leave y'all with this. That would be so irresponsible of me as a spiritualist, is to leave y'all with this. Like, oh, somebody's attacking you. How can we not repair the damage? I'm happy that repair the damage came out. Repair the damage above, we and below. Thank you so much, Spirit. Animosity. Repair the damage. Abandonment. I feel like you can't really, and I was just getting ready to say that, I feel like you can't really avoid this person that has animosity towards you. All right, you can't really run away from them. That's very cowardly of you. I do feel like, you know, I don't like when people have confrontations as a spiritualist. Like, let's say there's another spiritualist, another person that is a spiritual being. I don't like when they have a confrontation or they have a conflict with a person that does the same thing and they never have a conversation. This is what this feels like. This feels like this it has to be a conversation that takes place. All right. I'm talking to two Mercury ruled energies right now. Okay. Virgo and Gemini. I'm talking to two ruled Mercury energies. There have to be some type of conversation, some type of communication. If not, then there's going to be a lot of animosity and conflict. I feel like you and another person can't run away from this situation. Like, Spirit is giving the advice that in order to repair the damage, nobody needs to run away from the home front. Okay. There's one person that has animosity. This could be you or another. And there's another person that literally has a real conflict. Okay. That has a real problem. Animosity is something that's within yourself. And then conflict is like, this energy is coming. It feels as if, you know, there could be someone bringing a conflict. All right. That's what I feel like there. Animosity, I feel like, is within yourself. What is this animosity energy? All right. So somebody could be very upset or frustrated or feel some type of way about their coworkers. Okay. Or their old coworkers or ex-coworkers. What is the advice there? You know, Spirit is saying, like, just don't be the same. Like, repair the damage. You could be coming into, you definitely, thank you so much, Spirit. Let me see that. Yeah, you could be coming into, like, a new job or a new position or either meeting new people. I feel like you're not going to be doing the same thing. Like, that's how you repair the damage of this animosity, okay? Whatever that energy is. Y'all be honest with yourself. Do you feel some type of way about, you know, like your ex-coworkers, like, or like about somebody that's around you? Maybe a Libra or a Sag. Could be a Cancer or a Gemini. Thank you so much. Or a Scorpio. Do y'all feel some type of way about them? If it is, like, are you willing to let that energy go in order for you to repair the damage within yourself? Thank you so much, Spirit. Look at that. Awakening. Are you willing to repair that damage? Like, are you willing to let that energy go, that animosity energy, that anger, that hate that you feel for them? Y'all, like, people have done so much shit to me, and in order to fully awaken, you have to go through, you have to get all the way through the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul does not mean that you forget what the journey through the dark night of the soul was about. But it does mean that you leave all that shit at the beginning of the tunnel. And you find God in all of that. Like, he's the one that made that shit happen. The hurt, the pain, the success stories, the job itself. Like, so if you feel some type of way, like, you have to remember you're an earth angel. And so you're here, you're going to have multiple jobs, okay? You have multiple jobs at one time at that. Somebody could literally have 4 different jobs right now. 2 physical, 2 spiritual. Thank you so much, Spirit. there could be a Cancer or a Libra that's going through an awakening night of the soul. Like Spirit is saying, just get through it. Don't just, you know, like, don't ignore the feelings that you feel. Look at that. The priestess and love offering. So don't ignore the feelings that you feel, but do not stay in them. With the priestess and the love offering, there could be a deity that could be offering the priestess like love, comfort. I feel like, you know, more prayer, more devotion. 5th house is activated. Thank you so much, Spirit. Someone could have Virgo in the 5th house. All right. I feel like those, and you can also have a Virgo or Gemini Venus. Thank you so much. Your Venus energy is being activated, okay? Someone can have Venus in the 2nd house, all right? So this is also affecting your money, all right? And when I'm talking Venus energy, I'm talking like long-term wealth. Like maybe you needed to be moved out of a situation where there was a lot of animosity, where there was a lot of conflict. And so now the situation that you're going into, or the position that you're going into, it's not going to be one that's going to be forever. I am picking up on the energy between Virgo and Gemini. I am picking up on like the changing of roles throughout your life. Like it feels like you've had multiple roles in this life. So you could be awakening to a new avatar within yourself. I love that for y'all. And you have to learn to love her. Okay, you have to learn to love that part about you again. Thank you so much, Spirit. What's hello? Look at that. You're awakening to the avatar within yourself. And I put this card back, y'all. It was in reverse and Spirit was telling me no. I put this card back. This card came out with the priestess and the love offering. I just shuffled these cards. I put this exact card back. Spirit told me no when it was on the table. I snatched it up real quick, didn't say nothing about it. And the very next card that came up, it came up upright. So I know that through this awakening, through this priestess, this initiation, and this love offer that Spirit has for you, you're going to come out on top with a gift, okay? Your 11th house is being activated, or your star energy is being activated, all right? Someone could literally have Aquarius in either the 6th house or the 3rd house, okay? And these particular houses are coming alive at 5. Thank you so much, Spirit. What gifts are being activated right now? No, not now. What gifts are being activated in the future for... Thank you so much, Spirit. What gifts are being activated in the future for my collective? What gifts are being activated? What gifts are awakening and being activated for the collective in the future during repairing the damage? What gifts are being activated for the future while repairing the damage for the collective? Ooh. The entrance stone. New beginning, step forward, expansion. New beginning, step forward, expansion. I love that. So let's see what it says. So it says the entrance stone invites you to step forward into your future, to expand into the possibility of things working out better than you ever imagined. It may be different to the way you thought it would be, but this card always appears when a positive outcome is likely for you. It urges you to open your mind to positive outcomes, to find a way to move towards the realization of all your dreams. However, to welcome the new, you must release the past and loosen your grip on things happening in a certain way. To welcome the new, you must be in the moment and cross the threshold from the past to the future. When you find a way to be in the present, you can truly become new. Features on this card is one of the best known interest stones in the world, the new grade, a 5,200-year-old passage tomb in Ireland. This beautiful ancient stone is adorned with carvings of triple spiral mystical. Okay, so I did tell y'all to tap in with the triple goddess this new moon, y'all. Tap in with the triple goddess, y'all. It invites you to step forward into the future. Oh, wait. It says the triple spiral, a mystical symbol through the present, that represents the Trinity, the past, the present, and the future, and the earth, the sea, the sky. It invites you to step forward into the future, to open your arms and your heart wide and say yes, to trust that something positive will come of this. Maybe there's something you want deep down and have been wishing and praying for. This card is a good indication that your hopes and dreams will come true. But first, you need to trust and step forth. The ancient stone activation. New and positive experiences are waiting for me. So this is the activation, okay? It says, new and positive experiences are waiting for me. I'm ready to welcome them with open arms. On this brand new day, I'm ready to step forth. Okay? So I love that, because all of your cards literally say that there is something being activated in the future, and to let whatever is happening, like, you have no control over it. You have no control over it. The only thing you can control is really pretty much like yourself, kind of, in a way that you don't just like tap out and be like, no, I don't want nothing to do with the world right now. I'm gonna isolate, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna hide. I'm not gonna deal with my feelings or the people's feelings around me. You know, now otherworldly things are happening that you have no control over, where you could be losing a job, a house, car could be breaking down because there is activity, right? Y'all, I'm never one to be like, let somebody just attack you. I'm not good at that. I'm never gonna be good at that. Look at my forehead, y'all. Okay? I'm never ever going to be good at that. So what I want y'all to do, let me tap y'all into something real quick that is really the easiest spell work you can do. It's the power of the sums. Do I have the book right here? All right. That's the first protection work, spell work. It's the power of the sums. I don't think I have the book up here. I'm sure I don't have the book here because it's not really a desk type of book. It's an altar type of book. Okay. But the power of the sums is a really good book. All right. That you can use. The second book that you can use to get through anything is Handy Dandy Bible Gita. Okay? All right? So, turn to your Psalms. Turn to your Psalms and then your Bible Gita, y'all. And your altar, your gods, your deities, okay? Turn to the elements that be. All right? The elements that be. Like, I'm an occultist, so this is the hand I write with. What I've chosen to do is not smack motherfuckers, but actually, like, you know, snatch my power back. If a motherfucker starts siphoning my energy, I'm going to go to the elements and I'm going to take my powers back, okay? So, it is what it is. All right, y'all. So, let me see. All right, so I have two people that have mini readings. I have two people that have mini readings. I'm trying to see, do I want to... So the 2 people that have mini readings, if anybody else wants to participate, you can. But the 2 people that have mini readings, they're going to get their reading. Let me check my questions. Let me check the questions. So, I think this is Alicia. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It looks like Alicia. The other person's name starts with a C. So... They said, is my ex coming back to me? Have you done any work? Like, is that the... If you done work, you wouldn't be asking that particular question. That's... And the mini reads are $20, y'all. It's pinned on the page, okay? Like I said, we don't cuddle, we don't coddle over here, okay? So Alicia, you are first, and because I see your Cash App, but I don't see your question. I don't see neither one of y'all questions. I just see y'all Cash Apps. I don't see neither one of y'all's question. Let me go to my YouTube studio. I don't see your question. So I'll just do like a general reading if... Somebody inboxed me and said... and said, who told you to be that fine? It's just the way God made me. My mama was drinking some real good wine. That's what happens when the Sag and the Cancer get together. They make beautiful children. Beautiful, beautiful children. And it's something else, baby. It's something else. That's something spiritual right there. Okay, so I am going to... All right, let's go ahead. Let's tap in. All right, so the first person is Alicia. So let's do a general read for Alicia. Like, what does the future kind of hold? All right, what could be currently happening? All right, thank you so much, Spirit. So you have liaison and you have overview, okay? Liaison and overview. So 8th house is definitely activated for you. Let me put the card. Let me put this down so you can see your cards as well. All right, so you have sky above, wind below, wind above, earth below. And I'm going to give you the overview and whatnot. 8th house is activated and 2nd house is activated as well. Thank you so much, Spirit. So 8th house is about, let me tell you what 8th house is about. Loans, occult, taxes, birth, transformations, money earned from others, okay? So that's other people's monies, all right? Investment, hidden enemies, death, sexuality, passions, inheritance, loans, legacy, surgery, joint finances, instinct, and rebirths. All right. And then your second house. So you can also be having an awakening like that has something to do with your north and south node as well too. All right. So second house is self-worth, talent, skills, wealth, income, personality, personal security, investments, luxury, material possessions, desires, money, all right, immovable possessions. So spirit could be like calling you to look at what you have as opposed to like too far out, you know, like look at here, like giving you an overview of right here. And thank you so much for your donation, and then also your tip as well too. But thank you for supporting the channel. I hope you're still here. I'm going to put a timestamp on here just in case you're not on the live during your personal reading. I'll just timestamp it. Okay. So it says attraction is strong, but relationships may not be destined to last. A coming together of desperate forces may not be what it seems. All right. And so let me look at the energy that's pretty much different. Okay. So it says here, a destructive force is held at bay through gentle means. There will be good fortune if you can hold firm. One image is that of viral epidemic is the best contained through quarantine and education than through mass evacuation and hysteria. There is danger of being influenced by a weakness within yourself, but circumstances are temporarily preventing it. It says there is danger of being influenced by a weakness within yourself, but circumstances are temporarily preventing it. As much as you like to indulge a certain petty desire, don't do it. At least not now. Indecision can be helpful when it leads to insight and proper action in the long run. It is not wise to turn your back on subordinates or humble people. You may need their support sometime in the future. The overview. Paying attention to the people that's around you. Okay. You may need their support in the future. When people of lesser influence have good intention, it is best to keep them on your side, as seemingly less important people have a way of becoming more powerful when the time is right for it. Beware of your own ego. Beware of your own ego. Stronger personalities often dominate humbler ones without even seeming to act, but do not need to bring attention to your attributes to have influences. Simply allow events to take their natural course. This is a skillful leadership, a signing of true power. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. A signing of true power. So you could have been successful at something, Alicia. You may have been successful at something. The Four of Pentacles, right? And I was getting ready to say Eight of Pentacles looking at this. But you could be getting ready to experience some type of loss in the near future. You know, I want right now, it seems like you're in a more abundant phase and you're getting ready to transition. So there could be something that could be happening in the near future, maybe in 2 weeks or 2 months. Okay. I want you to watch your words, mind your words right now when you're talking and speaking to people, especially those that are less fortunate or not in the position where you are. You know, so your ego here, your ego. And this is about other people's money as well too. So this road between you and another, all right, could be a Scorpio or it could be a Taurus. But this road between you and another person, it might reverse. Okay, it might reverse. You might want to listen over to the reading, but it might reverse. All right, what's the overview? What is Spirit putting in line for Alicia for the overview? Thank you so much, Spirit. Yeah, the seven of swords. Okay, so someone could be taking something from you and actually getting away with it. All right, this is not. You could be blaming. Thank you so much, Spirit. You could be blaming someone of lesser value, but it's actually a whole complete person than you think it is. The King of Swords, and then you have the Devil. Okay, I feel like this King of Swords that's around you is the Devil. All right, that's the person that could be stealing something from you. So you want to pay attention. I don't know if it's an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra, but you want to, it feels more like Aquarius energy. Somebody whose birthday could be in January or, I'm going to say January, like late January, early February. All right, with that Aquarius energy, early February, late January, early February. Yeah, this could be someone that you're working with. All right. Now, the thing is, you might think that in your job or whatnot, there could be someone that could be lying or stealing from you. This could be in a workplace. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, because your second house is being activated along with your eighth house. So this could be where multiple people make money at, right? 111 on the clock. But I feel like there's someone that's around you that you partner with, you've done a lot of work with. You may have been working with this person for 3 months or 3 years, but you've done a lot of work with them. And over time, you realize, like, shit, like, damn, you getting really close to the devil, okay? This person has the energy on them. The energy that I'm picking up on the person, and my cat just came up under me, so it just feels very protected. But this energy that I'm picking up on, it feels like they could be, like, backstabbing you. Like, I mean, like a real backstab. Not like not like somebody's bitchy. You know that they bitchy or whatever the case is. This feels like you and another person. People could be calling y'all sisters. People could be like, oh, y'all are very close. It just feels like something is happening to that person, and they're the ones that's, could be attacking you, or, like, you no longer want to work with them. But I also feel like there's another person that's in the energy that you're not really, like, paying any mind to. Like, they could be of lesser status, okay? You could be getting I was just about to say, you could be getting a raise or something, and someone is jealous, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, with this raise, the person that's jealous isn't really the person that, like, it seems like people around you are congratulating you, but the one person that is supposed to congratulate you, they're not. They're really the hater, okay? They're really the hater. And they like, well, I'm just telling the truth. Or, someone is going to be trying to say something like that. Like, oh, I'm just telling the truth. Like, oh, you did this, you did that. But it's really like them. They could be doing something sneakily to prevent you from succeeding or finding your way. Thank you so much. But you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to come up out of that. All right. What is this King of Swords? What's the energy of this King of Swords for Alicia? Thank you so much. Starseed in reverse, and then the veil. So someone thought that they were hiding, but they're really, like, out in plain sight. And then the Starseed in reverse, that's the energy of that King of Swords. Like, this is somebody that knows that you are the star, and they're looking at you with envious eyes, okay? It's going to be very hard to miss this person with the veil and reverse coming out. It's because, like, their cover is blown. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. What's the energy of that Seven of Swords? Look at that, jealousy and envy. All right, that Seven of Swords. So this person is stealing from you right now, currently, because this is between now and the future. They're stealing from you right now, but you can't see their jealousy and their envy. All right, you can't see their jealousy or their envy. They act like they're not. All right, could be a Libra or a Scorpio. Thank you so much. Jealousy or envious. Whew. Manipulation. Thank you so much, Spirit. And then you also have single, sexy, and successful in reverse. All right, that's what that jealousy, envious spirit is. They're trying to manipulate you. Okay, you can also be a sales rep, right? Because I don't know, you're not commenting on here or whatever. Thank you for your offering and your tip. Okay. But you could be like a sales rep, or you could be into sales or something like that. And this person is in secret competition with you. Like, when you're really just, like, doing your job. When you're doing your job, you're not thinking about nobody else and what they, are doing. And when I say sales, it doesn't have to be like, like I don't know, like, what is that called when people go door to door or something like that, or cold calling? It doesn't feel like that. I feel like your job has numbers and people trying to do anything to be successful, but you're not doing anything to be successful. I feel like you're just doing your job. And that's what Spirit wants you to have an overview about. Like, this is really like, this is okay for you. I feel like this is okay. I feel like you just need to pay attention to the people that are around you, okay? You pay attention more to the people that are around you and the people that you're associating with. And don't be so much in your ego like, oh yeah, me and such is the top sellers. Well, that other person, y'all both might be the top sellers or the top representatives or whatever in y'all company, but that person don't like you like that, okay? It's people that are not at the top where you are selling, but they look up to you, and they look up to you. All right, so let me give you the energy of overview, and then that's gonna be your reading, okay? All right, so you have line 2 and 3. Really, Ace? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. No, because you didn't want to come up here before. So it says, in this instance, self-centeredness trumps contemplation, replacing a more expansion version with one that is limited. This is like trying to view the world, the wide world, through a microscope or a small crack in the closet. If you wish to be successful in the affairs of the world, let go of self-absorption and kick the door open and let a vision enter your soul. Only in that way you can avoid the harm that small-minded individuals bring. Introspection does not mean escaping into a fantasy world of your dreams. Contemplating the efforts your actions have in the real world. By doing so, you can discern whether or not you are making progress. A person who has divine the situation to a problem or envision a path to success should be placed in a honored position like that of a revered guest. Independence of the guest allows the person to offer fresh insight while being close enough to be heard clearly and understood. Avoid regarding perceptive people. Okay, Ace. No. Avoid regarding perceptive people as tools to further your own aims. Their value is much greater than that. Their value. So, you know, like I said, there's someone that is also top notch in a position. They can help you, but they're not really willing to help you. I feel like your help is coming for the people that kind of look up to you as well, too. All right. They might not be saying and kissing ass or whatever the case is, but get out your ego if you're in there. Okay. I love you. And also thank you for, participating. Okay. So the next person is clear. The next person is Shamel. Okay. So if you're on here, your reading is live, but these offerings, they were sent at the beginning of this reading. I think we like 2 hours in. So I'm going to make sure I put timestamps. But this message is for Shamel. All right. So I'm just going to do a general reading for your present and your future. All right. What the spirit wants Shamel to know. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So Shamel, you put a Aquarius symbol inside of your Cash App. So I'm gonna assume that you are an Aquarius. Okay. I don't really need y'all birthdays when doing readings like this per se. But it's good to know. I love that. It's good to know. All right. Oh, so you actually have one of the cards from the reading. You have innocence and repairing the damage. Okay, sky above, thunder below. All right. My bad, y'all. All right. I wanted to check and see if Shamel came with her, yes, that's your name, baby. Shamel, if she came with her question. But she did not. So let's see. You have innocence and repairing. Okay. So seventh house and ninth house. Seventh house and ninth house is activated. Both spiritual houses. You could be going through a spiritual awakening. Or you could just came through a dark night of a soul, like a storm. And it's so crazy because it's like you ever go through something so deep that when you finally get out of it, it's like you feel like a newborn. Like that's what the energy is giving. It's almost like you could be feeling like a newborn. Okay. So it says innocence imply a natural harmlessness and openness and a pure intentions uninstilled by arterial motives. The condition of innocence has less to do with the age than with attitude. Innocence springs from the heart that remains open to joy and wonder. Innocence, when guided by a firm faith in what is just and balance, brings supreme success. Okay? So let me see what the difference is in your cards, what you're currently experiencing, and then what the future holds. Okay? So currently 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Actually 5 and 6 really. I mean 4 and 5. 4 and 5. No, wait. Let me make sure I get the cards right. Four and 5. Okay. So it says, suddenly misfortune is likely. It is important to discover whether this is caused by an accident of nature or if it is the results of your own mistake. If it was an accident, take no action. Let nature take its course without interference. Do not try to come up with clever, quick fix solutions. Okay? Remember, if something truly belongs to or with you, it cannot really be taken from you. Let go of it. If it is yours, it will naturally return. As long as you are true to yourself and listen to your intuition, you can make no mistakes. So, like I said, you could have went through a dark night of the storm, but you could be coming back into like alignment with yourself. I'm gonna pull more cards for you, but I definitely feel like you're going through something. Now, you may be the cause of a breakup, okay? I am picking up like breakup energy. You may be the cause of a breakup or the reason behind the breakup, or you're the one that broke up. Let me not say the reason behind the breakup. I'm gonna read into that energy. Let me read more into that energy. We'll get there. This is seventh house being activated here, right? But it also has something to do with children as well, too. I don't know if you have children, but it could have something to do with like separating from like the family home or children or something like that. I also feel like, no, the root is still there. So it might not actually be like a physical home. It could be like what you consider home within your heart. So repairing the damage. Let's look at repairing the damage. Oh, wait. Okay, I read the lines all in there. Oh, the bottom line at the bottom. The first impulse of the hearts are usually pure and good. It is safe to follow them confidentially, providing that your actions are harmless to yourself and others. When you reach an impasse in entangled affairs, it is helpful to review the origin, impulse, or purpose for that course of action. Good fortune awaits one who protects their innocence. Okay, I am picking up on something here. Repairing the damage. Let's see what is different in this energy here. So lines 2 and 3. No. 2 and 3 is good. So I feel like you're going back to something. You're going back to something to see why it was messed up to begin with, right? So it says, when something is rotten, it's time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, self-indulgence and corruption grows like weeds in an unattended garden. They must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold action. All right. So the lines that are different here in the future, like what's changing between the present and the future, it says that excessive reliance on tradition may have produced some type of corruption, but in this case, it is not yet deeply rooted. Repair can be achieved without much effort, even though some danger is present. Remain alert through some danger. Remain alert to risk inheriting and change, and you will be able to avoid possible damage. Repair in itself is not a panacea. However, restorative efforts must be watched carefully, particularly in early stages, to see the previous rot is not to make sure the previous rot is not contaminated. So, let me read this energy. All right. Sloppiness is beginning to show itself, as you may be too weak right now to take much effective action. What is spoiling might decay further unless you begin to turn things around. It is time to gather your resources and prepare for action. You are able, with some help, to resolve problems resulting from neglect. You can't do it all by yourself, but with the helpful or skillful supporters, you may be able to bring about a reform to usher into new beginnings. Even though support for your efforts may not come easily, others will eventually praise you. Okay, I feel like there could be like some third party energy here. Okay, it definitely feels like there's third party energy here. So let me get what is between innocence and damage. Hold on. Spirit, look at that. Lust in reverse, and then soulmate. I feel like you could be leaving a lustful situation. I'm also picking up, I don't know if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I feel like you planted a seed in lust, okay? But that lust could be coming more in the form of, I know it's crazy. It probably started off as a lust. And now like someone could be getting more serious with you. This is either you or the person that you're dealing with. If this is not the person that you're dealing with, then it could be like a whole nother person, right? It could be a whole nother person. Like almost as if it feels like somebody is willing and wanting to change for you. All right. 1122 is significant. Thank you so much, Spirit. Flying monkey in reverse, and then concern. So somebody could definitely be wanting to change for you. Okay. But are you willing and wanting to change for this person as well too? Okay. Repairing the damage. I feel like something could have definitely happened to you. I don't know if it's in this relationship that you're in right now, but you know, maybe you experience, and I don't really want to talk about that in no general reading with a person, but if there is some type of trauma or whatnot, and trauma could come in any and all forms, but if there is some type of trauma, I feel like that could be one of your big concerns as to why you haven't committed to this person. All right, so you have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then you also have the Six of Cups. I mean, you have the Eight of Wands upright and the Six of Cups. The Eight of Wands upright and the Six of Cups in reverse. So it's like it's like Spirit sent this person to you in the way that they came about. Like, they may have showed up with a lustful energy, but that quickly turned around once they realized who and what you are. I'm also getting to, like, people around whoever you're dealing with, they could be trying to spread lies about you. And the more this person defends you behind your back, the more whatever they're saying positive about you is what they're going with. Okay. I feel like in the Six of Cups in reverse energy, I feel like you're not wanting to accept their offer, even though you know that this person is like your soulmate. But you could be definitely afraid of commitment because of something that has something to do with your inner child. If anything, it has something to do with your inner child, or like some damage that was done to you in the past. Okay. This damage could have taken place in your childhood home or something. Because I was picking up on childhood home, but I was like, it's not feeling like that. Okay. This person could be wanting to move in with you, and you're kind of skeptical because of something that may have happened to kids. If you have children outside of this relationship with them, you may be like a person that's very protective over children, because it's really given like, I don't want this person around my, it's either that or you were in an abusive relationship before. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the energy of how did we get to this innocence. See, thunder below and sky above. I feel like you got brought in out of a traumatic situation. Like, you got brought through, not out of, but through. Like, these are weeds growing through. Okay, it seems as if, I'm not saying your roots are rotten, but it feels as if like the roots may have been fucked up. All right, whenever you were dealing with this person, you may have been going through something. Yeah, sweetheart in reverse. You may have been in an abusive relationship, and then child come out, right? Sweetheart in reverse. You may have been in an abusive relationship, or you dealt with an abusive mother, okay? Or mother figure. Rich girl in reverse, and you just been on your grind. You've been kind of like putting that into everything else but a relationship. So it kind of feels like, Shamel, like you're not putting 100% into a good relationship, like a good solid foundation, somebody that wants to build. You may have even gotten some love offers, or it's just like you're not accepting that, okay? And the energy that I'm picking up on is actually, you know, telling me that you're worth it. You're worth the soulmate, okay? You're worth the partner. Your 7th house is definitely being activated, and also your inner child is being activated. So your 5th house, okay? So like, whenever my advice for you, Shamel, would be really like, look at that, the 10 of Cups, y'all, on the split. I was asking Spirit in my head, what's the advice? The 10 of Cups, okay? So my advice for you, Shamel, is like, give love a chance, and also, you know, pray. You know, Satan will use the same player, the sweetheart in reverse. They will use the same player throughout your whole life. Your number one adversity, your number one enemy, it could be your mother, or the feminine that's in your life that is a hater. The number one reason why that person is like that is because they don't have God in them, okay? And even if somebody have God in them, let's say that this person is very spiritual or whatnot, if somebody has God in them, they're not going to be promoting foolery, okay? I'm getting with child. I'm not picking up on children with you. I don't know if you have children, but I'm not picking up on children. But even if it is children in your life, right? I feel like you're the protector of children. So you prevent them from being like this. This goes, I said, what is the reason for this innocence? Like, why do you want to protect this innocence, this present energy that you're in so much? And it's because of this mean ass bitch, this sweetheart in reverse, and something with inner child. 1st house is activated with this child, and 8th house, okay? So it's like you could even be so much as a CPS worker. You could be so much as a CPS worker, and you just like, nah, I ain't getting in no relationships. I done seen so much crazy shit. I don't want a relationship. You could be a lawyer. You could be a family lawyer or something like that, okay? You could, it's something. What is that? Yeah, that's family law when people practice that. But I feel like you got in, look at that, and then the Knight of Wands. Somebody could be coming in to make you some type of offer. Straight up. I mean, I feel like you've already had offers to move in, you know, even to just take you out. I just feel like if you are single, and everybody is single until they're married, y'all. Everybody is single until they're married. I just feel like you're courting just to court. You're not courting to get married. I feel like you're not really looking for that soulmate. And even if you are, you're just saying it out loud. You're more focused on your work. You're more focused on your work and your legacy. That's really what it's giving. And Spirit is saying, like, what you have to work on, what I can't get out of this money energy. What you have to work on, the damage that has to be repaired, it has to be repaired within your soul too. Okay? You come in union with yourself first in a soulmate relationship. You come into union with yourself first, and then a person, an actual physical person. So I feel like if your question has something to do with, and this is what I'm just pulling from your energy, if your question has something to do with, how come I can't find a successful relationship or this or that? I feel like every time you get to that point where somebody is possibly over concerned about you or making an offer, you start getting a little bit anxiety and you just like, no, let me zone in. Oh no, I'm focused on my work. Like a lot of your relationships, whether it's love or anything outside your work, I feel like that it's like you stop it at a point. Spirit is putting a lot in front of you, okay? They put a whole path in front of you that you can go. All right, what's the eight of Wands? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the Eight of Wands? Oh, let me make sure I'm shuffling the Death card and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. And so the Death card with the Queen of Cups, if we're talking about that, like it's some healing and rebirth. It's some death and rebirth energy around your inner child right there. Around your inner child. I feel like you're focusing on being the queen mother when your inner child is also being neglected as well too, okay? And I definitely feel Spirit is bringing you. And then you also have this woman energy on this card, right? I show y'all the cards so that y'all can also use your intuition, especially on this mini readings, right? Now listen, this is your inner child and this is you right now. You just like, oh, why am I here? But your inner child is listening up like, okay, well, what do we do? I feel like as a child, you could have been around older adults or older women or whatnot, and you probably had to grow up fast. So you didn't get to have that necessary experience. I'm also not seeing a lot of married people around you either. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the energy of this lust. This lustful person in reverse. Give me the energy of this lustful person in reverse. So I feel like that's the spirit that that God wants you to release. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, that's a burden that like Spirit wants you to put down. Like just having a lustful energy and, you know, maybe even just sleeping around with one person is lustful. All right, so that's kind of not what the energy that Spirit wants you to get into, okay? Look at that, the Queen of Swords. They want you to be honest with yourself. You are a queen. Like these are two queens confronting each other. So it's like you need to confront the queen of your throat chakra and then also like the queen of your heart as well too, okay? So you got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So your truth need to also match the advice that you give others as well too, and that you give children. All right, what you're doing, if you are in a lustful energy, what you're doing, and even down to the part of not, you know, wanting to be married or wanting to accept these offers, have these houses, or be in a stable situation, is that the same advice that you would give a child? Okay, so release that burden. All right, so thank you so much, Shamel, for your participation. And And thank you so much for your tip as well, too. Okay. I did say the mini readings was $20, but I see somebody tipped, no. I thought he ate in the morning, earlier in the day. Okay, so yeah, I see somebody put, I guess they put a $5 tip on there, but I said the mini readings are $20, so $5, that's just a tip for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. All right, so that's it with our readings. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and do mini readings again, y'all, and then also collective readings. So last week we had the series what is hidden and what's being discussed. And if you guys have like questions like that, I can like topics, questions for the collective readings for this week, y'all can put that on my community tab. I do have it open so that people can comment community tabs like, hey, I want you to discuss this or talk about this in the readings, or I'm going through this and I need a little more clarity. Don't leave your zodiac sign. Y'all just check out y'all's zodiac signs. Whichever readings this week have the most views. So I'm going to start another series, okay? Not what's being hidden and what's being discussed. We're going to do something else. But whichever zodiac signs have the most views, we're going to do mini reading. I mean, we're going to do, we're going to do bonus read for them. That's how I'm going to do it from here on out. So, y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, turn y'all notification bell on. All right, I'm IntuitiveMom Alexis. And if you guys are interested in a personal reading, my readings are open. You can DM me here on YouTube. I love that YouTube has DM. Or you can DM me at 346-702-4044. So 346-702-4044. All right. Y'all see that 444? You're doing the work around here, period. Fofos. All right. I don't know. All right. So that's y'all reading. I love y'all. I send back all of y'all energy that I have collected during this reading. I send all of y'all's energy back. All right. I'm sending all y'all energy back. Everybody that has joined the live, I'm sending it back in the world. I am closing the portal in order to communicate with y'all spirit team. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Jama Kali, Jama Durga, Bata Shri Sai, may peace be with all of us. Thank you so much, Mother Mirror. So y'all have a wonderful night on purpose, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.